Leviticus or Wayyiqra 11, Clean and Unclean Animals. Part 2, Good day friends. Today, we continue with part 2 of the series on clean and unclean animals, and we will look at the birds that are permissible to eat.
But first, let's quickly review which land animals we are allowed to eat. These are animals with completely split hooves and that chew the cud, such as sheep, cattle, goats, and also wild animals like kudus, springboks, elands, and giraffes, etc.
And then, the fishes in the seas, rivers, and dams that we can consume are those with fins and scales.
That includes fishes like carp, yellowfish, tilapia, cod, sole, haddock, pike, trout, etc. Unclean or non-kosher fish includes swordfish, sharks, eels, and cuttlefish, as well as all shellfish, mussels, crabs, lobsters, oysters, shrimp, etc.
Now friends, the following birds must be considered an abomination and should not be consumed: the eagle, the vulture, the buzzard, and the kite, the falcon according to its kind, every raven according to its kind,
and the ostrich, the owl, the seagull, and the hawk according to its kind, and the little owl, the fisher owl, and the screech owl, and the white owl, the pelican, and the carrion vulture, and the stork, the heron according to its kind, the hoopoe, and the bat.
Now, for our friends who enjoy consuming insects, all insects with wings that walk on 4 legs shall be an abomination to you. But you may eat the following of all the winged insects that walk on 4 legs, those which have jointed legs above their feet with which to leap on the earth.
Of these you may eat the locust according to its kind, the destroying locust according to its kind, the cricket according to its kind, and the grasshopper according to its kind.
But all other winged insects that have 4 legs shall be an abomination to you. And through these creatures you shall be defiled. Anyone who touches their dead bodies shall be unclean until evening.
Friends, I believe not many of us consume such insects, so we won't dwell on this topic much. Now, among other unclean animals are the mole, the mouse, the large lizard according to its kind, the gecko, the land crocodile, the lizard, the sand lizard, and the chameleon. They are unclean to you among all that creep. Whoever touches them when they are dead shall be unclean until evening.
Also, anything on which any of them falls, when they are dead, shall be unclean. Whether it is any item of wood, or clothing, or skin, or sack, whatever item it is in which any work is done, it must be put in water, and it shall be unclean until evening. Then it shall be clean.
So Yahweh has shown us not to eat things he considers unclean because he is holy. He wants his people to be as holy as he is, which means to be special and pure. Yahweh took his people out of Egypt so that they should be a special people for him, so that they should be holy unto him, and being holy means being set apart.
It is to cut ourselves off from the world's practices, so that we don't eat what they eat, and we don't celebrate their festivals that are not Yahweh's feasts. So, we shouldn't do what this world does because they don't follow Yahweh's will and his law. Thus, we set ourselves apart from this world.
And so, we become holy just as Yahweh is holy. And so, we obey and respect Yahweh by following his rules and lead a special, pure life.
Friends, it's all about being obedient to Yahweh, to listen to his commandments and be faithful to him, for he himself says he does not change, and whatever has come from his lips will not change.
That's right, Yarisha, and thus we will live healthier and longer lives if we don't consume the creatures Yahweh has forbidden. We will draw closer and closer to Yahweh and begin living a holy life because he is holy.
Absolutely, Lee Ray. And this is a path we must walk today, as the writer of Hebrews 12 verse 14 says, "Pursue peace with all, and holiness, without which no one will see Yahweh." So, it's a path of purity that we must walk to become clean and pure for Yahweh.
Time and time again, Yahweh uses the word abomination in Leviticus 11. When Yahweh uses the term abomination, it signifies something utterly detestable, something that defiles not only our bodies but also our spirits.
Elohim, in his love for us, has provided clear instructions on what is clean and suitable for consumption. Unclean meats, lacking the divine endorsement of parteth hoof, and cheweth the cud or fish without fins and scales, fall into the category of abominations.
Consider this. When we indulge in these unclean meats, we are not only disobeying a direct commandment of Yahweh, but we also jeopardizing our health. Medical science affirms that these meats are often carriers of diseases, parasites, and harmful bacteria. By consuming them, we are willingly inviting impurity into our bodies, tarnishing the temple that Yahweh has blessed us with.
Furthermore, our bodies are sacred vessels, created by Elohim himself. As stewards of these bodies, we have a moral responsibility to maintain them in the purest form possible. Indulging in unclean meats not only defies Yahweh's commandments, but also desecrates the sanctity of our physical beings.
In the next video of the series, we will examine whether the law has changed in the New Testament, and we will look into the scientific facts regarding why some animals are considered unclean.
May you all have a blessed day. Shalom.
We at Postbox Ministries take great joy in creating video content that delves into the profound truths of Yahweh's Word. These productions are not only time-consuming, but also entail significant expenses to bring to fruition. If you have found value in our content, we humbly request your assistance in covering the cost through a small donation. Your support holds immense importance to us, and every contribution, no matter the size, is deeply appreciated. Thank you for being part of our journey and helping us spread the message of faith and wisdom. Together, we can continue to make a positive impact and inspire many. May your kindness and generosity be blessed abundantly.